Let's read source 10 for the Abolitionists investigation, titled F. Douglas on John Brown. And first, let's remember our central question to remember the purpose for reading this source. How did abolitionists think and interact as they try to end slavery? Let's read the attribution to find out where the source comes from. Modified speech from Frederick Douglass on John Brown, delivered at Tremont Temple in Boston on December 3, 1860, published in Douglass Monthly, January 1861. Let's read the headnote to find out more about the source. In October 1859, a white man named John Brown led an uprising of enslaved people. They took control of weapons in Virginia in a raid and 7 people were killed. John Brown was arrested and executed in December. Brown's violent approach was controversial among abolitionists, but the raid drew national attention to the cause. Frederick Douglass knew and respected Brown, but did not support the raid. 2 years after the raid and Brown's death, however, Douglass shared his ideas below in a speech at a Baptist church in Boston that sometimes hosted abolitionist speakers. Okay, now let's read the source. Let's read this speech by Douglass on John Brown. From my heart of hearts, I approve of all methods of proceeding against slavery, politics, religion, peace, war, Bible, Constitution, disunion, union. There was laughter in the audience. Every possible way known in opposition to slavery is my way. But the moral and social means of opposing slavery have had a greater prominence during the last 25 years than the John Brown way. As early as the beginning of the U.S. government, there were abolition societies in the land. These societies appealed to the sense of justice, appealed to humanity in behalf of the slave. They appealed to the Christianity of the South and of the nation in behalf of the slave. Pictures of slavery were presented. The 10,000 enormities daily occurring in the southern states were held up. Men sold on the auction block, women scourged with heavy lash, men tied to the stake. To this hour, however, the nation is dumb and indifferent to these cries for deliverance coming up from the South. And instead of the slaveholders becoming softened, becoming more disposed to listen to the claims of justice and humanity, instead of being more and more disposed to listen to the suggestions of reason, they have become madder and madder, with every appeal made to his sense of justice, with every appeal made to his humanity. Now, what remains? What remains? Now, something must be done to make these slaveholders feel the injustice of their course. We must reach the slaveholder's conscience through his fear of personal danger. The Negroes of the South must do this. They must make these slaveholders feel that there is something uncomfortable about slavery. Every slave that escapes helps to add to their discomfort. I rejoice in every uprising at the South. Slaveholders sleep more uneasily than they used to. They are more careful to know that the doors are locked than they formerly were. They are more careful to know that their bowie knives are sharp. They are more careful to know that their pistols are loaded. This element will play its part in the abolition of slavery.